Good morning, students. I'm Harshada More. Welcome you all in the second lecture for Unit 2 for the subject Human Resource Management. This is for second semester. So in yesterday's class, we have started Unit 2, that is Acquiring of Human Resources, where we have already discussed the definition of human resource planning. We have discussed different steps involved in human resource planning. We have discussed what is job analysis. We have discussed difference between job description and job specification. And I have just shown you the contents of job description. I have just shown the specimen of the job description, job specification, contents, and specimen of the job specification. So in today's class we'll be discussing about what is job design. So what is job design? So it is a process of organizing work as a group of tasks, arranging and defining the job process and structure at the workplace depending on the job analysis performed. So job design, in a simple word, it is the different ways we are designing a particular job. It includes different roles, responsibilities, qualification, and different aspects which are related to job. So job, what does a job design include? Job design include job. What does job design include? It includes job specification. It includes, okay. So these are the four aspects. First is job specification. Next is job enrichment. Job enrichment. Okay. Next is job enlargement. Next is, we have one more part in this is job rotation. So that is job rotation. Okay. So these are the four aspects which includes in job design. So this is what a simple meaning of a job design, that is any different ways of designing a particular job which include job specification, rotation, enrichment, and enlargement of a particular job. So what are the different advantages of job design? What are the advantages? What will happen in organization? How it will be beneficial to organization when it comes to advantages of job design? So first of all, we'll discuss one by one. First is motivates. So job design helps create a job profile which can motivate the employees at the workplace, and which also reduce the dissatisfaction level of the employees. Secondly, simplification. So this particular job design ensures that the job is simplified, or the job is broken down to employees, especially for those who have limited kind of skills and who are lesser learned, who are unskilled one. Next is a wider set of role. So effective job design can expose the employees to wider set of roles and help them to understand the best role suited for them. Next is more value addition. So job enrichment method of design ensures more value addition and decision making power, so which ensures personal as well as a professional growth of the employees. So that is what. Next is training and development. So training and development, it also sees that what kind of a training development is required for employees to increase the employee productivity. So these are the different advantages of job design, where it motivates the employees, it simplifies the particular aspects of a particular job, it creates a wider roles for employees to help them as wider roles, and so that employees can understand what role is more suited for them. More value of addition, it creates more value addition and helps for decision making. Training, it also helps for making sure that employees are getting proper training. Next is, what are the disadvantages of this particular job design? So first is monotonous. So job simplification method, why I am using different aspects as a job simplification, enrichment, enlargement, rotation, because these all four aspects are makes a particular job design. Okay, so job simplification method of a job design can leads to monotonous work and boredom. It can be very boring kind of a thing because they are following a structure, so it can be a dominating one. Next is too much control to seniors. It job design by enrichment gives too much control in the hands of senior employees, which can leads to poor results or conflicts with other staff members. Next is it affects flow of work. So job design by rotation can affect the flow of work and hamper the quality of output, as job rotation where when one can able to where the jobs are rotated, so one can play another's role, so that can hamper the flow of work, we can see. Next is locus of that is loss of focus, lost focus. So enlargement, job enlargement can cause employees to lose focus on their core competencies, and it may start focusing on certain irrelevant things as well. So that is what the disadvantages of um, this particular job design. So far we have discussed and we have one more, as I have told you all people, job design is made up of four things. It includes four parts. Job job design includes four parts. Those are: first is job rotation, job enrichment, job specification, and job enlargement. So these are the four factors which makes a particular job design, and these are the methods of job design. So as per this only we have discussed what are the disadvantages of having these all aspects in the job design. So in job specification part, we have already discussed in a first video, where I have already explained you about what is job specification and job description. That time we have clearly explained about this particular aspect. So we'll be discussing about remaining three aspects, that is job and enlargement, rotation, and enrichment in the next class. So you may get a question in examination. It might be sometimes what is job specification, what is job enrichment, what is job rotation, enlargement. This kind of a question you may get in examination, so make sure you are understanding it. So this is what enough for today's class. We have discussed in brief, I'll just brief it out what we have discussed. We have discussed what is job design. We have discussed different advantages of job design. We have also discussed what are the disadvantages of job design. So in next class I'll be discussing about the different methods. I'll be discussing about different methods. I'll be discussing different methods of job design. So job, as I have said, job specification, job simplification or specification I have already explained, but I'll just continue in the next class. So this is what enough for today's class. Next aspects will be continuing in the next class. Thank you.